Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my video in yesterday's video, I have showed you a news that was reported 11 years ago. This was the video from yesterday. FBI finds remains from many people, and that info was from 11 years ago. If you haven't watched that video that I put out yesterday, just go back and check it out, because I have mentioned yesterday in that video that some time ago, several months ago, I came across a video with a man who was talking about the same horrible story. Well, maybe not exactly from that place in Detroit, but in the same topic. So I did my little research again, and I came across this video. I found it on my Instagram. I saved it. And today I'm going to play this for you first. This will be the first topic, so we will continue on that. We will take a listen to someone who is allegedly quite familiar with the topic of the bodies. Do they end up in the caskets, or what happens to those bodies? Then I will take you to an article from TASS, a very quick one, about Russia increasing the arms production. Very quick article. And the reason for it is because I came across a very interesting survey that has been done on the streets of Poland. Someone just took the microphone and started to ask questions. Most of the Polish people he came across, of course, not all of them. And he was asking, what would you do if you were drafted into the army? This is very recent, real poll from the streets, Polish streets, as they are trying to push the narrative, you know which one, that we have to defend ourselves against, you know who, that they have created the enemy. And the question is, who is really benefiting from this, right? I'm going to play this for you. I will be translating what regular citizens that this man came across on the streets in Poland answered to that question. So let's start with the man that I've mentioned to you yesterday, and this is the video. Take a listen. We're going to read the comments from people who have watched it, but let's take a listen to this guy.
Y'all want to hear some shit to really blow y'all's mind this morning? So, as a side hustle, I did graves and graveyards and cemeteries across Bowling Green and surrounding counties. Something didn't set right with me today. As I was digging, the guy that's the director of the graveyard walked up to me and he was like, "We need to lift that casket up and get it even." So we put it on a tally and brought it back up. When we brought it back up, it come off even in a way, but it was crooked in the corner. So he's like, "We got to lift it." So I lifted it, me and him together. But the weirdest thing was, it was really light, like extremely light. And I'm not a big dude. So I was like, I told him, I was like, why is that so light? He was like, "Don't ask questions that you ain't ready for." Y'all, I'm freaked out. What are they doing with these bodies? I was just informed that if I don't take the video down about the body not being in the casket, then I'm going to get fired. My boss called me and told me that the video's causing distraction from the funeral homes and the cemeteries. And that also, it could cause them people to look elsewhere. That being said, it could cost him money for less burials, and me as well. I knew when I posted that there was a possibility, something would be said, but I never dreamed that I could maybe be fired. But honestly, I feel like that I'm going to leave the video up, and whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. They did wrong, not me. No matter what nobody says in the comment, no matter what nobody tells you. Y'all, they just silenced the last half of my video when I was really getting to a point. Like, literally right now, I'm going out of town because I don't feel safe. I'm on the interstate I'm probably going to get a hotel or something. I'm really shook. I don't know what to think. Y'all want to hear some shit to really
Actually ask yourself, is this legit or it's not? Or maybe this is just some crazy dude talking out of his you know what. But I tend to believe this guy. I feel like he is not lying. This has been posted, I think, in April. But let's read one of the comments from someone here. You can see right here, Dana Make Peace. He or she, Dana, says, I'm a mortician. I don't know the funeral homes you work with, but I can tell you that saying don't ask questions you don't want the answers to likely doesn't mean what you think. It could be a child. It could be just partial remains. It could be an urn in a casket. Urn, I think. We say urna. I've had this. It could be used as a time capsule for a body that was never found. Some of the stories are horrific, and you wouldn't even want to know. Don't assume they are shady, because they have tact and respect not to share personal details that you don't need to know. So, what do you think about this, guys? I would like to know your thoughts. Do you think he is into something? He was into something. I don't know what's going on with this person now. But do you think, let me close it for a moment. Do you think this is kind of what I was talking about yesterday? I think there are many different scenarios, and there are definitely scenarios from that comment that someone left. But I think there is another scenario that has been reported 11 years ago. And that's where I will leave it for now, because I will not be surprised that he has actually discovered something. So let me know in your comments. I would like to know your thoughts. Now let's change the subject for a moment, although that is still the foundation at the end of the day of this topic as well, because there is no winner at war, no winner. And ultimately, it's all about human sacrifice. So let's read this quick article from TASS from yesterday, I think. From today, actually. No, from yesterday, September 19th. Russia has increased arms production exponentially, Putin says. So let's read this. September 19th. Russia has increased the production of some types of weapons exponentially, and for some products almost 30-fold, so 30x. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced while speaking with workers at the Motovilika plants. For some types of weapons, for some products, our production has increased not by a few percentage points, but by several times, 2-fold, 3-fold, 10-fold, 15-fold, and for some products, 30-fold, he said. And the quality has improved. The technology is becoming modern and in demand. Putin noted that the Motovilikia plant is a unique enterprise nearly 300 years old. This is a full cycle artillery systems production facility, he noted. It truly has a distinguished history. So that's what's up. Now, what's up on the Polish streets? As I told you in the beginning of this video, came across very, very interesting. And this is the most accurate survey, poll, research you can do on the opinion from Polish population. Of course, this person is not going to go to every single human being in Poland and ask this question, but it gives you overall a scale, a percentage of what is the response, what is the emotion, what is the approach to the topic. So let me just tell you, the question was, what would you do if you were drafted into the army? Now, since this video is in Polish, what I will be doing, I will be playing it, translating it, and so on and on and on. So there will be I will try to translate the best way I can, and in that way, you will have an idea what Polish people really think. Of course, not all those people are Polish citizens. So let's start. You might have a little bit echo because I don't want to mute myself and unmute myself on and off all the time. So just be patient and we're gonna start.
Przymusowe powołanie do wojska. Co by pan zrobił, jakby pan dostał przymusowe powołanie do wojska?
So what would you do if you would have this like forced draft to the army?
Powiedziałbym nie dziękuję.
Co byś zrobił,
I would say no, thank you. That was the first guy. And the same question to this guy.
jakbyś dostał przymusowe powołanie do wojska?
Przepraszam, ale ja nie rozumiem po polsku.
Jakby dostał
That one said, I'm sorry, I don't speak Polish, and it was probably Ukrainian. I'm not sure, but could be.
pan przymusowe powołanie do wojska?
To ciekawe pytanie. Nie jestem obywatelem Polski, więc prawdopodobnie nie dostanę takie.
Very interesting question. I'm not the citizen of Poland, so I will probably not receive that draft, draft to the army. Let's continue with this guy.
Przywołanie.
Skąd pan jest?
Białoruś.
Dobra, dziękuję.
So where are you from? I'm from Belarus.
A jakbym na Białorusi dostał, no to w sumie nie poszedłem.
But if I would receive it in Belarus, I will not go. And then he said, well, I didn't go. So it looks like he maybe received.
Jak dostałem.
Pan dostał i
Okay. He said, when I received it. So he received that draft when he was still living in Belarus, but he didn't go.
Tak.
co by pan zrobił, jakby pan dostał przymusowe wezwanie do wojska?
To jest bardzo trudne pytanie, ponieważ mam rodzinę, małe dziecko.
So the same question, and he said, this is a very difficult question because I have a family, I have a little child.
Więc byłoby to takie trochę wahanie pomiędzy dobrem większym a mniejszym, tak?
It would be a hesitation between a good, like a smaller good and bigger good.
Wiadomo, że każdy chciałby chronić swój kraj, ale no
Of course, everyone would like to protect the country, our country.
mimo wszystko rodzina jest najważniejsza, tak?
For me, family is the most important.
Czyli rodzina.
Rodzina.
Spakowanie do auta i wyjazd.
And he said, so family, pack the stuff into your car and go.
Chyba tak trzeba było zrobić,
He said, yep, I think that's what I should do.
niestety.
Albo stety.
Unfortunately, this guy says, and then the one who is asking maybe fortunately.
To już zostawiam tutaj oglądając.
He said, I leave this like the finals, fortunately or unfortunately, for the audience or listeners to decide. Because he wants to be diplomatic because he doesn't know what repercussions probably, right?
Tym opinię i zdanie.
Co byś zrobił, jakbyś dostał przymusowe
No.
powołanie do wojska?
No u mnie dosyć łatwo, bo akurat jestem w połowie Chorwacji, więc po prostu pewnie bym się tam znalazł.
He said, in my case, that's very easy because I am like half of his time, like he's half in Croatia, so probably he will end up there.
Co by pan zrobił, jakby dostał pan przymusowe wezwanie do wojska?
Nie wiem. Nie poszedłbym.
I don't know, I wouldn't go.
Ale dzięki za szczerość.
Mam zatankowany samochód, także 5 godzin im nie wiem.
Co by pan zrobił,
And the last one said, I have my car fully tanked, so he has like full tank with gas in his car, and in 5 hours he's gone. So this is just one of those videos. There is more. You can actually go right here and you can listen to people. There are different opinions, but overall the majority would either escape, avoid it, didn't go, or something like that. So that is the real survey from Polish streets, not the fake poll that is probably sponsored by Soros Foundation or other Zionist, God knows what, because I don't know all those places, those names, I just know the energy by the demonic forces. But when you talk to the real people on the street, that's what you hear. So imagine if they actually start doing this. Let's say they gather some number of people and they are able to use them and sacrifice them. Let's say the first sort goes, done. The second one, not so eager, and ultimately no one is showing up. So what do they do? What do they do? That's all I have for you today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you guys. Hit the thumbs up if the content is providing you any value. Subscribe if you haven't already, free of charge. And if you choose to support my work, you have all the links down below this video. The best way is to become my Patreon supporter, donate on PayPal. You can become local supporter as well if you choose to. And if you have Instagram, let's just go there for a moment. Make sure to follow me there, because I show you some places, including Poland as well. It's right here, Ania K _44. And that's all for today. Lots of love. And remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. And I see you in another video. Bye, guys.